Doug over here at Community Lending Group. So you're thinking of buying your very first home. What an exciting but scary process this can be. Having done loans for over 15 years, I've helped hundreds get into their very first home. How would you like to learn from their mistakes? I've created a list of 8 of the most common mistakes that first-time homebuyers have made during the home buying process. So as you watch this video, it'll help you avoid those mistakes and make this process one of the most exciting events in your life. First, start with a budget in mind. You need to know what you can afford before you even meet with me. I put this at the top of the list for a reason. Next, don't determine your own qualification. You're going to have everybody telling you what to do. They're going to give you some good advice and they're going to give you some terrible advice. I still have people who think you've got to put 20% down to buy a home. That's not true. I have others assume that their scores are too low to buy a home. You'd be surprised what I've been able to work with. I even have people who think their scores are great when they're not. Bottom line, when we meet, we'll be able to determine exactly what you can and can't do. Third, be mindful of your credit leading up to the purchase. Don't go out and buy a new car or open new credit cards before. Also, be careful not to have any 30-day late payments or collections. These really can wreak havoc on your credit score. Fourth, the very first step in buying a home is always meeting with your loan officer. Realtors are not licensed to pre-qualify you, and they need you to be pre-qualified so they know exactly what they can show you. Plus, sometimes there's things that we need to fix on your credit reports or documents you need to find. I always recommend talking to me 1 to 2 months before you want to start looking. Next is a continuation of the previous point, which is don't start looking for a home before you are pre-qualified. Sixth, make sure and get a home inspection. Inspections don't cost that much and it's worth every penny to make sure you're not buying a home that has major issues. Next, avoid opening any new accounts once you've started looking, or especially when you're under contract. It might drop your credit score, which could increase your interest rate, or even worse, your new payment might push your debt to income ratio too high to finalize your purchase. And finally, don't spend every penny of your savings on your down payment in closing. Once you buy a home, there will be unexpected expenses getting started with your new home. So make sure and have at least a little. Now, buying your first home can be a scary process, but it doesn't have to be. I can help map out a game plan for you, help you avoid these 8 mistakes, and answer any other questions you have along the way so you can make this a wonderful memory for your first home. Now, if you found the information in this video helpful, make sure and like the page. It really does help. Also, take a look at some of my other mortgage moment videos, which might answer some other questions you have in this first-time home buying process. Just hit the subscribe button. That way you can see all my new videos once they are released. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week.